Hi guys, so today we're going to continue working on our footwork and we're going to show you more tennis specific warm-up. You can use these kind of drills at home or outside and become a much better tennis player. Go! So we're going to start from suicide and you can use tennis rackets to do it. Touch every single line and change direction as fast as you can. Go! So the next alternative to suicide is a spider. Basically you have to change direction very quickly. You're running side to side, moving to the front, back and forth, and getting back to your original position. So now we're going to work on the first explosive step. You're stepping out. As soon as you're landing from your split step, you're stepping out using your huge step. Okay, keep going. One more. Okay, and try to do it again, wider and bigger. So try to land a bit lower. Yes. And push the ground. Okay, push the ground. Hop and go. And at the same time, make sure you're stable. Yes, that was good. And one more time. So it's an excellent drill. You can do it anywhere you want. Just work on your explosiveness and readiness. So now we're going to work on a step out step. So you do a split step, very explosive step, and then a big step right before you're going to hit the ball. Okay, so make sure you from this position you can either hit in the open stance or make a step in, step. So now we're going to work on the backhand step out step. So you start from the split step again, very first explosive step, and then you're stepping out with your left foot and getting ready to hit either in the open stance, or if you have enough time to step in with your right foot, you can do closed stance. So now we're going to combine both forehands and backhands, and we're going to hit in the open stance. You're stepping out, you're making a shot, split step, stepping out, hitting backhand, split step, and so on. So you can make about 10 repetitions of this. So now our next focus is on stepping out, stepping in, and hitting forehand. So once you have enough time, you make a split step, you get to the ball, you step out, step in, pivot, push off the ground, and you get back to your position. And make sure you use very big steps to do it. Very big steps. Excellent. Good job, Ilya. And once you pivoted and you stepped out, you have to push the ground and get back to your position as fast as you can. As fast as you can. Thank you. So now we're going to work on stepping out and in on your backhand side. So you just follow the same procedure. You make a good split step. Yeah, push the ground, get to a position out there, step out, and then you make a step in, so one of your feet is inside the court. As soon as you hit the ball, you pivot, you push off the ground, and you make a huge recovery step to get back to your ready position again and prepare yourself for the next step. Okay, now we're going to go to the stances, and Ilya and Tim will show it to us. So we start from the forehand open stance. Okay, good, get back. Now we're going to go to forehand neutral stance, where you're going to see the left foot in front and right foot back. Okay, so we're going to go to the next step, and we're going to see forehand closed stance. Okay, perfect guys, and get back, keep bouncing, and now we're gonna see the semi-open forehand stance. Alright, perfect, and keep doing it, and I'm gonna just use those 4 words: open, close, semi-open, and neutral, and those guys gonna get to that position as quickly as they can. Okay, open, and back. As soon as you did it, get back. Okay, closed. Good, keep moving. Okay, neutral. Okay, good, and semi-open. Open. Good, get back. As soon as you show it to me, you have to get back to your position. Now we're gonna go to the backhand side, and let's see, open. Very good. Tim, try to get a bit lower. Okay, semi-open. Very good. Okay, keep moving, and let's go to neutral stance. Very good, and keep moving, and let's go to closed stance. Okay, excellent, and let's go. Let's play this game. I'm gonna call this stance, and it's gonna be either forehand side or backhand side, and you guys gonna go to that position, all right? So backhand semi-open. Very good, get back. Okay, forehand open. Perfect, let's go, and forehand neutral stance. Very good, so left foot in front and right foot back. Okay, and the last one, backhand closed stance. All right, thank you very much. So now we're going to work on the recovery steps, which are very important in tennis. So they're going to help you to set up for the next shot. As soon as you hit the ball, you really have to pivot and push the ground and make a crossover step, and then continue with your shuffle steps to get back to your original position, or the position which requires to be on the court. Okay, so make sure you push the ground, and you make a very big crossover step. Okay? So now we're going to work on the forehands recovery step. So Ilya will hit the ball, push the ground, and make a big crossover step to get back to his original position as fast as he can. So he will set up for the next shot immediately. Yeah, push the ground really fast. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Ilya. So now we're going to work on, it's called 2-foot pivot. So basically you're going to make a pivot around both feet in a wide open stance. And once again, you can make repetitions about 10 times. So we're going to 1-foot pivot, and it's a very interesting shot. So basically you have to be stable and in balance, being on 1 foot, and at the same time you are pivoting. You can make 10 repetitions once again, but make sure you have this shot for yourself. Sometimes you're in an awkward situation when you play tennis. So the next step we're going to work on is the closed pivot. So you're stepping out first, and then you're just making a rotation, and you're placing your outer foot in front. You're pushing the ground back, but make sure you're very light on your front foot so you can pivot really fast. Very good, and a few more. Same idea, repeat it 10 times. So now we're gonna make a low spin. It's a very low bounce, and sometimes you have to hit the ball in that position when you're running out and hitting on the run. And sometimes you're transitioning from the net, from the baseline to the net, and you're staying very low in this balance position. Okay, the next one's going to be high spin, and sometimes you get a very high bounce, so you have to run out and hit the ball at your waist or your shoulder level, and you stay very, very high. You need to jump up. Repeat this drill 10 times, and make sure you're running side to side, imitating that you're hitting that ball. So now we're going to work on the reverse spin, and usually it's happening when you receive a deep floating ball. So, and you have to move backwards. It's a defensive shot. So you just put your back foot out and take your front knee up and pivot on the back foot to hit the ball. Very good. Just make sure you make 10 repetitions on each side. So now we're going to work on forward transfer. Sometimes you're transitioning from the baseline to the net, and you need to put the right foot for the forehand in front, load it, hit the ball, and then land on your left foot. And the same thing you can do in your backhand. And sometimes when you work on your return, you have to have the same pattern when you do it, and returning the ball back to your opponent. Okay, so repeat this 10 times again, one more time, and make sure you're loading your front foot and then you're jumping forward. So next one, we're going to work on lateral transfer. And usually do it when you're hitting inside-out shots. So you're loading your right foot when you hit forehand, and then you're jumping laterally out on your left foot. Okay, when you do backhand, you have to jump out, Ilya, please. So you load your right, jump out to hit left. It's pretty difficult to stay balanced. Yes, that's a good backhand. Okay, keep going. Okay, no, you have to be open. You have to be open with your hips. So you load, you jump out. That was excellent. And do the same thing with your forehand now. Load and jump out. Okay, try again forehand. Okay, backhand. And let's go for forehand. Make sure you jump out, Ilya. Not forward. Load and jump out. Okay, that's much better. Very good. Now we're going to work on mogul steps. And it reminds you mogul from Winter Olympics. Basically, it's your counter-attack shot. You need to get to the ball, and you're loading both feet, both legs, and then you just take them out and land on both feet. Okay, just repeat this 10 times. Do backhand side and forehand side. Okay, now we're going to work on the, Ilya, let's go faster, on the power move. So basically you're hitting the ball on the run, and it's very hard to reach out to hit that ball. So you're hitting in the open stance, and right after contact you make additional 2 steps, and the very last one is just breaking step, where you push the ground and you change direction really fast. It's a counter-attack shot, and it's very good to have it in your arsenal. Okay, the next shot is front hop. You're using that shot, that footwork when you're transitioning and you're moving forward to the net, and you know for sure you're going to have a great volley after that. You can do forehand, front hop, and backhand front hop. Same idea, just repeat it 10 times. And make sure you stay low. You stay low and you just push the ground and you fly forward as far as you can. You need to transition to the net really fast. Okay, so the next one we're going to work on the front hop again. And this time you're going to receive a wider ball, but you still need to approach the net. So basically you remain open, squared with the net, but keep approaching, keep transitioning from the baseline to the net. And you do that drill 10 times once again.